Oh, I was asking Ross and Fruit where they are. I'm pretty sure you guys are in
Oh,
Jakarta, right?
yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure they'll be at their event.
Yeah. What about you? Where are you from? And Ross?
I'm from Australia, but I'm in the States right now.
Okay.
But I'm actually my family's Indo, so the rest of my family is from Indo. I just grew up in Australia.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. What about you, Ross?
Yeah, I'm on the East Coast, so it's 9 p.m. where I'm at.
All right. I see. Cool, cool.
Right. Do you want to wait for a couple more people to trickle in, or do you want to just go for it?
Let's carry
Oh,
on, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, like the big news right now, like what's going on with Carnival? What's it like? I'm seeing so many like photos from my friends, and I'm so jealous. How's it going?
You're always open to come, right? I mean, it's free for everyone,
And now, a message
anyone
from
can
Cash
come, and
App
it's
and
crazy
American
because there are
Stallion.
actually a lot
Super
of
Stocks
people
isn't
and a
only
lot
for the
of
big
our
players.
holders are actually gonna visit us this week, and one of them is actually gonna arrive today. Jijo Goldie's actually arriving today from Hong Kong, so yeah, we're gonna meet him soon
Wow!
at the carnival.
Can't wait! Can't wait!
Yeah, and
Oh wow!
he's bringing two extra friends, so it's gonna be three of them today. But yeah,
So you've had
Carnival's
people
been
like fly in from
yeah from
international to
Hong
come.
Kong. He brought like
That's
his photographer
so.
because he wants to take pictures of the carnival. It's crazy,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
but
And
it's
that's
been exciting. Yeah, because there we have like games, we got like cosplay competitions, and then we got also merchandise coming out. We got the skateboard. Everybody's crazy of the skateboard, and then we got lots of crazy also we got like food that's like collaborating with Karafuru,
We do
and
have
we actually
cosplay.
it got cosplay too. Yeah, even at the peak of the traffic, we got 30,000 people at the carnival, which is surreal.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Congratulations. That's
yeah.
and I imagine quite a lot of them are like non-Web3 people, right? They're just Web2 people that heard about the carnival or got like dragged in by their friends, and they just came to sort of like see what it was about.
Yes, I mean that's our target. That we want to educate people that they are not even. I mean, Karafuru is all about the IP brand, right? It's not something that like creating token or creating lot of DeFi or whatever. It's all about brands and IP. So what we need to do is getting out there, getting to let all people know from the space or from not the space that Karafuru can create magic. Like what me and Brandon and all the team thinks that we really want to try to create a Disney type of NFT. That's my dream.
yeah,
No,
that's definitely. Oh, go ahead, Uno. All you.
I was just about to say no, like 100%. And I've always been one to believe that the projects to have longevity are the ones that really nail their branding and really nail their community. So like the fact that you're creating these events and really getting your name out there, and like the fact that you've built a community already that is willing to fly internationally to come to these events is super super amazing, and it's super nail on the head when it comes to building a project that is really there for a long time. So yeah, no, Ross, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, JJ, what's something that's really interesting about your collection is the 12 different base characters. And to me, that really separated Karafuru apart from other collections that were dropping. Also, the smaller collection size I thought was a really interesting choice with those 12 base characters. Could you maybe talk about like where the inspiration for these characters came from, or sort of what happened from just having this idea of making, unique IP and where you're at now. I mean, just seeing the photos of Carnival and seeing the enormous Shirai, figure in the water there, just all blown up, really just as a testament to sort of how big your IP can be, and just how well these characters do stand out in the real world. So would just love to sort of hear about your process and, give us more behind the Carrefour vision if you can.
Sure. Brendan, can you help me on this one or should I take it?
maybe I can add a bit of why the 12 bases were chosen. Because like Wede Willie, who's our artist, he actually initiated creating these characters out of scratch. Really, it was from zero, and then so he approached he came up together with us, and then we thought of creating an NFT project, and then he was based also from like a lot of inspiration from like his past projects. I mean his past artworks. But when he came to us and then he made like all these bases, suddenly we were also surprised because like, oh my god, there were so many bases, 12 bases. And then Jejo, and the team were like, but they're all so good. We can't like choose like just five or just like eight or just 10, because the 12 bases were just amazing. And then he even like came up with all these with all these 12 bases, like with even like the background stories. And then that's kind of like how it came around, because we didn't like brief him like we only need like five, we only need 10, we need 12 bases or like whatever. But he came with 12 bases with really great artwork and also with great stories behind it. So that's how like Karafuru had 12 bases basically. And then the vision, like maybe Jojo can talk about the vision.
Yes. And before Brandon said that, it's
Hmm.
actually when we interview Wede as an artist. We asking a lot of artists to make a base for our NFT basically, and then um, all the other artists that we interview, they only give it one base, and it's so slow. And when Wede came out, when we interviewed Wede, he came out with 12 bases, and everything looks good. And he said like, "Hey, you can choose whatever you want." And we said like, "Can we choose everything?"
Yeah, that's
uh,
it.
and the Karafuru, the 12 bases is represent everyone in this world. You can see female, male, body positivity. You can see a big person, small person, skinny one, a fatty one, and and a lot of race in here also, from white, black, brown. And for us, Karavuru is divining diversity in all around the world. And I don't know. I mean, some people like doesn't like the photo, as some people doesn't like the floor things in Karafuru. But for us, it's really important to represent a diversity in our world. That's all.
Awesome. No, and I really like how you guys gave that explanation, and you can really tell. I mean, all the characters are so distinct and unique from one another, but they definitely do have Willie's distinct style there. How did you guys, upon seeing the 12 bases, decide as Agao in his full uniform there to be like the main, face of Karafuru?
Right, Jojo, I think you can take this one.
Pardon. I kind of like disconnected a little bit.
Oh, why did Ego become like the main mascot of Karafuru?
Oh, okay. um, it's kind of accidentally, but I mean, and it's kind of a little bit biased that actually that's my favorite. Ego, I think, especially the Mega Man, is actually the one that I think this is me. And I always, even in the group, I still remember Brandon. I said that the Mega Man Ego must be in the front. We do have a 12 gift, right? And then I said, Brandon, please put Ego on the front. And after that, yeah, well, I think people know that Ego is the fan favorite, and people always like Ego. So yeah, um, it's just accidentally. I know. I mean, I kind of have a bias on it.
No, it's cool. I appreciate it.
What about you, Ross? What's your favorite base? And also Ono. Like we're also curious.
I really also like Nagao. I remember pre-reveal, I was like, please, please, please let me get Nagao, and I really did not want a Mosu, to be honest with you, because I just wanted like one of the really fun ones. So I was really hoping for Nagao with the blue or red helmets.
Oh, okay. What about you, Ono?
I feel like I got robbed of my answer because I'm the same as Ross. Um, yeah, I'm like, I really like a guy as well. I feel like for me, it's like the most relatable one.
Right.
I don't know why, and I think that the guy's really cute as well. So
We all
yeah.
love egg gals, but if you like scroll down, there are actually six Mosus listening to our space, and there's like only a few egg gals, and there are like six Mosus listening to the space.
But if you notice that actually Mosu it should be the base one. Actually, when they started as a Mosu,
Hmm.
the
Oh
funny thing.
really? That's
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
that's kind of interesting.
Mo-
Actually, do you know the order that he created the bases?
uh-huh.
Like which one he started with first and continued on. I'm just curious, like what he
Um,
started
be-
with.
so when they start drawing at the first base, he said his pick is a Mosu because Mosu is cute. When it is a cute, it's easier to IP to grow. Who doesn't like a cute IP? So Mosu is a starter, and then it revolved around Mosu. You know, when they created the Karafuru, it's pretty much Mosu is the baby version, and then they're growing up to become a Kiba, and then become Egao, and then Egao has a friend with other races also like Shirai and Torao, pretty much like that. But and I'm saying like, I think it's better than become a classmate with 12 bases of character. So it's turned out like Karafuru. So, but in the first beginning, it's actually Mosu is the origin of all the Karafuru. But it's okay. We love all the 12 bases.
Yeah, they're all awesome. I do have to ask, and I'm very curious. With working with Willie, I think there's definitely some clear, Murakami inspiration in terms of the art style. And I actually noticed that Murakami, follows Karafuru on Twitter. Has he ever reached out to you guys or talked to you just about, the project and just how cool the characters look?
Further discussion, Jeju can talk about it, but we were also very surprised because, like, before launch, suddenly, just out of the blue, Murakami just followed Karafuro on Instagram, and they like follow like less than 10 people, if I'm not mistaken. And we were like crazy because I was like on the Instagram. I took a screenshot and put on the WhatsApp group within all of us, and Jojo was like, "Oh my god, dude, we're followed by Murakami. Let's DM him. Let's DM him." And then, well, I DM'd them, and then we had like a little discussion, but we can't really say anything yet. But there has been like some talks with them, but nothing like serious or
Nothing
firm
concrete. Yes.
yet. Yeah, but we do have like some talk with them.
Yeah. So basically, adding for that, because we do have partner from Japan, which is Atmos. We're trying to talk with them and collaborate with Takashi Murakami also, but it's pretty hard right now. Um, uh, I mean, they do have partner, which is RTFK, which is we need to respect them also. I mean, Takashi Murakami as an artist, he's really, really a kind guy. He always helping people. He always want to see a lot of artists to strive, and but they do have an NFT partner that we need to respect also. We don't want to, hey, Takashi Murakami, can we do collab, and when they still inbound with a Clone X. So mad respect to RTFK. I mean, they're making a good art, and mad respect to Takashi Murakami to checking us out, and hopefully we really hopefully one day there's an opportunity to do a collaboration with them.
Yeah, 100%. And it's really awesome to hear that respect between projects and that respect between artists as well. I know you noticed, sorry, I know you mentioned your Atmos partnership, and obviously we all know about, announcements of your partnerships with Atmos and Hypebeast. Is there anything you can tell us more about that? Like, what are the future plans like? Is anything happening soon? Is there anything we should be really excited for? Yeah, I'd be super curious to know.
And remember, we will have a collaboration between 3D, which is the Hypebeast and the Atmos, and that's gonna be awesome because we're moving the pace that Right now, the Karafuru Genesis is all about the key pass, a key for the future where we're gonna unlock the avatars, the VX for the 3D, which is the 3D is our collaboration between Atmos for the style and the fashion, and Hypebeast is kind of like the lead marketing. And these two giants are really really big in the space, and you know, and we not even started yet. We never give the teaser, we never leak it, and all of us is agree that we're gonna push the marketing after the carnival, which is maybe in 3 days.
Awesome. That's definitely a lot to look forward to. I guess sort of on that front, you mentioned Atmos on the fashion branding part and partnering with Hypebeast for marketing, and they obviously have enormous reach and coverage. Beyond that, in terms of like your roadmap, are you guys actually going to be making physical merchandise with Atmos, or when you're talking about branding from Atmos, is that all going to be in the 3D VX versions?
Right now for the Atmos itself, so I'm gonna leak, but it's okay. So there's gonna be a lot of traits. It's gonna be Hypebeast traits and Atmos traits, and you're gonna have Hypebeast and Atmos traits also. So you know, it's kind of like they have a different set of clothes and set of style. And when you have Hypebeast or Atmos, you might get their, oh my god, I need to link it or not. Hypebeast, they will create their own NFT, and Atmos will create their own NFT, and this is the key pass of their whitelist.
Wait, did we just get dropped some mad alpha?
Yeah, no, enormous alpha. That's crazy.
Damn. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I love how Jajaz like, oh wait, should I leak it? Okay, I guess I have to. Like, nah, that's
I'm
super
sorry.
super super dope to hear.
How many people right now?
Um, uh, well,
A hundred
A
I think
hundred.
is
All right, all
fixed.
right.
they're not gonna let you speak again after this.
But the point is, the 3D. And people been asking, what's the purpose of the 3D itself, right? I mean, let's look at this. The Genesis is kind of like the key pass, right? And the 3D is all about the avatar of your metaverse. So we're gonna have a 15,555 that represent about your style, your fashion, and you know, and the product itself is original from the Atmos. They create this. They help us to create this. They help us to give us guidance. How's the streetwear, Atmos style, and you know what? This is something cool that the real life product will be created also reflecting from our 3D. So yeah, you're gonna see a one-on-one pieces that same that we created for Atmos and Hypebeast.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so exciting. I guess going off of that, can you maybe talk to us about sort of how this stemmed from the Museum of Toys? That was one of the things that stood out to me about the collection. Certainly have some follow up questions regarding the drop with Hypebeast and Atmos, but just kind of wondering, as you're going into these physical characters, what is the Museum of Toys for people who are just hearing about it for the first time? What is your sort of guys' background in terms of creating characters or supporting these local artists, and especially when you're now partnering up with two huge brands, is this going to turn into something huge for the Museum of Toys where now you're going to be producing the physical characters? I saw on your guys' Instagram you had some really cool 3D models of some of the Karafuru at the Carnival and now in the Museum of Toys.
Sure, Russ. Brendan, you want to take this one, or should I explain what is Museum of Toys first?
Okay, you can explain that for a bit.
All right,
Sure.
sure.
Mhm.
You can help me later on. So, uh, back into the first day that what is Karafuru is. So it started Museum of Toys and myself is really close before this Karafuru. They've been really famed about creating toys that from scratch. They can make a toys one-on-one toys, and there are importer toys from all around the world to bring it to Indonesia. So one day, they came to us, which is USS. My company is have a little bit background on creating event, a sneaker event. That's why I have connection to Atmos and Hypebeast. And they asked us to, hey, we want to create an NFT that from the NFT breakthrough to the toys. So that's the dream of Museum of Toys. And for us, why they want to partner with us and create it with us, because USS have the connection network, and pretty much we can create an offline event that really matter in this space. And then I asked Brandon also as an artifact, which is an NFT and IP aggregator, to help us to build Karafuru NFT. Also, we bring some other partners like Grady, Hadrian, and Andrew, where they're already in the space in NFT space from long time ago. I think around a year, and they have experience to guide us what we should do and what we shouldn't do before we know creating NFT. And then because for us, their experience is way better in the Web3, and for us, I think we are kind of have a better experience on the Web too. So Karafuru is a great example where Web3 and Web2 play together, make a great teamwork, and this is what's happening. And this is not a personal project where after a mint out we just like, hey, let's cash it out. No, man. I mean, this is all about making legacy, making toys, making something that people will remember, and hopefully it's a last it's an everlasting product.
Yeah, yeah, just adding it from Jejo a bit. So, out of the saturation of like projects coming out maybe a few months ago where people are like just making up, made up roadmaps, just utilities that doesn't make sense or like just too ambitious, which is not, attainable at all. Me so actually Karafuru is out of like three entities, right? Three companies behind it. There is Artifact, which is like what you just said, which is from my side, which is the Web3 and also IP development aggregator. And then you have Museum of Toys, who is the creator, toy collector, curator, so it only makes sense that if we want to build this IP and create like this where it can have like unlimited output into like figures and toys, we have to have Museum of Toys in the family. And then like USS, which is from Jejo's side, because we want to create carnivals, we want to create events, that people can join and then like see Karafuru in Web3 experience, which it's the only way that we can get like people who don't understand Web3 to get into Web3, people who don't understand NFT to get into NFTs. We have to really hold hands with people in the Web2 space. So that's why we had USS also part of the family to join in with the Karafuru. And it's an anomaly really because people were always thinking about creating games, creating utilities in the Web3, creating characters in the metaverse. But we thought like, I think we could make something out of it, creating an IP, a legacy, like you just said, like a Disney in the Web3 that is born in the Web3 but can be implemented in every aspect of the world. Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, that is born in Web3 and also created by the community, because without the Karafuru fam, there won't be any Karafuru. Without them, we cannot like, reenact everything that we have created for today. There will be no 3D, there will be no Carnival, but because of the Furu fam that's always been supporting and loving us, which is amazing because like this brand is actually not just created by us, but it's also created by the Furu fam. So yeah, that's the kind of the vision that we have, and also the reason why we have like this IP development approach instead of just a NFT project. Because in Artifact we always see every NFT project as like a company that is built in the Web3 space. So it's got a lot of soul. It has to have like a lot of people working on it every single day, And so me, Jojo, and all the team, Grady, Hadrian, also Andrew, we have been working endlessly every single day, everyday meetings, just nonstop up until today. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Oh no, I just definitely want to make sure you have a chance to chime in, but I know you've been having some space issues. Have any questions in terms of their IP and their carnival they just had?
Question? You mean?
Oh no, you there? You're a little bit choppy there.
Brandon, are you okay?
Yeah, yeah. Did you guys hear what I said?
I think I'm hearing Brandon
Yeah.
voice though.
Oh yeah. No, I'm hearing you fine, Brandon. Sorry, I was just trying to ask Ono if there was anything they wanted to chime in with. But
Oh,
yeah, I wasn't sure if they could hear okay.
cool.
No, I definitely appreciate the answer, and I can really see the synergies there from the multiple brands, and I really see that it's not just one piece of the puzzle, but multiple different conglomerates all working together to unite under this brand of Karafuru. So that's really cool, and I totally agree with you that Web3 is all about bridging people over at this point, and there's still so much more growth that can happen in the space. If you guys were at the carnival, could you give us two insights? One, what was it like for people who aren't involved in the Web3 space yet? When they're interacting with Carrefour and the carnival and they're seeing all the plushies and the cosplay, are they starting to understand what this is about? Like at the carnival, are you integrating them into Web3 and showing them, hey, here's what an NFT is, and sort of bringing them down the technical rabbit hole a little bit deeper? And then two, what's the NFT scene like just in Indonesia for you guys? I certainly see it a lot more over here in the US, and we have ads and stuff now where you'll see bored apes, in arenas and all that. So just really curious what the reach is looking like over in Indonesia. And for Web2 people, what was it like to experience Carrefour Carnival?
All right. Jojo, you want to start first?
No, I think I will leave it to you, and then I will adding after you.
Okay, so basically on the first day of the carnival, we were very happy because there are actually a lot of NFT communities that came, and there were also a lot of people's like I saw like Bevan over here on the space listening, and he was not from Jakarta, so he flew actually from the other part of Indonesia just to come here, and then be and then just to like meet up with the other NFT collectors who are actually based some in Jakarta and maybe some other parts of Indonesia who all unite in the carnival, which is amazing. And then when people come and then they come up to our merch store, there's always like a different privilege, right? I mean, for like the holders. So when they queue and then they see like these holders getting like this access, it's kind of like something that makes opens up their eyes. Oh, what do you mean a holder get an access, and how do I get this NFT, which is something like the first step for people to understand what an NFT is and what the benefits are. And when they get into the store, they're like, oh, this is like a holder only merchandise, this skate like the specific design as only for the ones holding it. And they're like, oh, okay, another benefit. And then like they see them, and then they see the holders paying, and then they hand out a voucher to get like a discount, or like some even can get it for free. And then it's like the third time they're gonna be like reminded, oh, the magic of NFTs of holding the Karafuru, so many benefits. And then they go up to get lunch or dinner, something. And then they see like, oh, they get another eating voucher, they eat for free, and then they get a gaming voucher, they can play for free. So it's all these benefits that we have to incorporate to our holders that will actually get people to understand and then like open up like what's the point of having an NFT instead of just GPEG. People are always asking that, but no, you get all these benefits of holding your NFTs in real life experience in the carnival. And then, oh, Ross, your second question was, sorry, I forgot.
My second question, I think, was just about integrating Web2 into Web3. We can just keep going. I could ask you questions all day. You guys have such an interesting project and a story, so we could just launch into the next one. Um,
yeah so so that's actually the thing, that how we want to bridge it. And of course, making the carnival free was like the biggest move we had to get, because we understand there are like some NFT carnivals which is like you have to pay or you have to be a holder. But at Karafuru Carnival, because we don't just want get like people who hold it to get the benefits, to reap the benefits out of it, but also like people who don't understand NFTs. It's like what you said, Rob, of course, which is very important. It's to bridge it, to get all these people coming in at the weekend, Sunday, this kids, the teenagers coming in who understand NFT. They'll bring their family, and then they'll teach their family a thing or two about Karafuru. Like, hey, Dad, Mom, yeah, so this is a Karafuru carnival. It's actually made out of, it came birth out of the Web3 space. It's an NFT project, and then you got people to understand it, and then you got Saturday night people coming in, bringing their friends or their girlfriends and boyfriends, and teaching them a thing or two about NFTs. So it really is an outlet, an ecosystem that we're creating to get people to understand the important and the what it can really do in this world, what NFTs are all really about. Yeah. So Jijo, maybe you can add a thing.
No, I mean, I completely agree with you, Brendan. I mean, everything that Brendan said already covered it all. And for us, the Carrefour itself, the festival and whatever, is just it's help people to understand NFT more. It's okay if people, 90% of people doesn't know about NFT, but at least they do understand that this IP, this Karafuru, is born from the Web3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's kind of interesting because, like, of my friends in Indo that went to Carnival, I would say, like, at least 95% of them aren't into NFTs. So now they've gone, and a lot of them are asking me questions about it. So you guys have definitely done your job with Carnival and trying to onboard people into the space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think onboarding into NFTs is already so hard. The fact that you're able to do it in, like, a fun, engaging way, like that's really how we're able to get people on board, like to show them stuff in real life and to show them experiences,
Correct.
um, show them like physical experiences, right? Because
Correct.
so that's something that people can understand and relate to.
Correct.
Yeah, no, that's super awesome. And I know that you guys have tentative plans to do Carnival also internationally. So I hear like potentially the States and potentially Japan.
Uh oh. But oh no, it's true what you said. Like if we just keep on building, but there's no new people coming in, what's the point, right? So we have to like do those both parallel, always working on it. Keep building, but also keep getting ways to get people to understand what Web3 is
A
and get
hundred
get
percent.
everyone in.
100%. I mean, like right now we're still so niche, we're still so small. The only
Mm-hmm.
way we can really start adopting all these things is by increasing our exposure and increasing our growth. And this is
Right.
definitely one of the best ways to do that.
Mm-hmm. And regarding about Karafuru Carnival going on tour worldwide, only Jijo can answer this, man. I can't leak anything or answer anything. So Jijo, you
Come
gotta unmute
Wow,
on,
you
yourself
put
and
it
say
on me. The
come
pressure.
on.
it's hard. I'm putting the blame on.
Jajao, I think you just got rugged by your very own friend.
No, I'm calling my
Okay,
alpha guy.
so really, creating Karafuru Carnival in Jakarta is a task for us. We want to show people how we can push these NFT spaces into the web to, into the reality, and which is I think people really love the carnival. And when we are ready, when we already, after, especially after the collaboration between Atmos and Hypebeast, I think we really want to bring it into Japan after the mint out of the 3D. And then after that, I think around June or July, and for the Hypebeast, which is in the New York, I think is around September. But that's only the we don't have the fixed schedule for it because even the Japan right now to create an event, they still kind of afraid about COVID and whatsoever, and we just need to wait about the permission from Japanese government. That's all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ross and Ono, are we gonna meet in Japan or where are we gonna meet?
Hey man,
Yeah, we
I'm
hope.
ready to meet you everywhere. I'm ready to meet you
Yeah.
everywhere. I'm
Jakarta
actually
then.
I'm gonna be in Jakarta pretty soon actually. How
Oh,
long are you guys
when?
there for? I'm not 100% sure yet. But I think definitely by May, around
Okay,
May.
when are we gonna be here for? I don't know, forever.
Yeah, we can just go. We can go hang out at like Senopate or something.
Oh, you know your places. Sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't live in Selatan, but I'm like an adopted anak Selatan. I spend all my time there when I'm in Jakarta.
Right. Okay. We'll see you in Center Party. We can go karaoke and stuff. And what about you,
Oh,
Ross? When are you coming
100%.
over?
I was gonna say, Brendan, we can meet in Japan sometime later
Oh.
this year if you want. I would love to split sushi, but my brother was actually in Indonesia not too long ago, so maybe I could have him go to Carnival and check it out for me next time he's over there.
Okay. Cool. So, JJ, we're actually like the ambassador for Indonesia right now because we're actually making a lot of people fly here.
We'll single-handedly bring the tourism back into the
Yeah.
country.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
thanks. Cool.
it's gonna be a challenge to make this kind of space in New York. Because for us, we don't have any experience to create event in other country. But yeah, I mean, yeah, challenge us. I want to do something magical and bring Karafuru alive in Japan and in United States.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard you guys' vision and I've seen you execute something as like amazing as Carnival. So I have no doubt that this is something that's going to happen um, for you guys very near in the future. I'm still amazed by 30,000 people in one go. Like that's crazy. Really amazing.
Yeah, speaking of being amazed, we have NF Dean here, who I am just shocked to see in a Twitter Spaces with a very, very handsome Mizuki. And he requested speaker, which delighted my heart. NF Dean is a pro trader in the MVHQ metaverse. Sorry, Dean, if I outed you as being a good trader, but he's someone I love to talk to in chat. Brought him up here because we really like to hear questions from the audience and the community. Dean, what's on your mind?
Yo, what's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Can hear you great, man.
Perfect. Well, I consider myself a great degen and a shit trader, so I appreciate the kind words, but I'm trying to be as good as you are. um, but guys, appreciate you bringing me up here. Karafuru team, it's like amazing, right? Like your art, from your execution of the launch to your partnerships that you guys have gotten with, Hypebeast and Atmos. Like those are fantastic. So congrats to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. And it's awesome to see that journey, right? Like, especially when you guys are growing the community, like saw something really special with you guys. So it's awesome to see it play out, and especially with the carnival, like the cosplay is fantastic too. So congrats to that.
Oh.
So I guess I have an interesting question looking back. Um, if you could change, so if you had a time machine, and if you could go back to any point in time during a project, what would be one thing you change if you could?
Brandon, you want to answer it first or?
No, I think I want to answer your answer first. This is
Um,
actually a very interesting question.
yes. This is from my honest opinion. Okay. If you can make me to go back in space and time and what I can do it better, I think for me is I wish I can build Karafuru when it's a bear market, not in the bull market. When I mean people, everyone is a freaking genius when it's a bull market. Everyone is going like tra la la la, like their floor price is going to the roof, stuff like that. But when it's bear market, you show to the people, you show to your followers that this is the NFT that you should invest and believe it on. And I mean, this is from my opinion, all right? So, um, Karafuru from 0.2 jump into 4 Ethereum and jump into 6 until 5.8. And all of them, I think, kudos for the bull market volume that time. But when bear market, everybody's like, "Oh my! When we go to the moon, where's the floor price?" And for us, floor price doesn't define our work ethic. We still deliver. We still doing what we promise, and the money is there, and we invest every money that come to us to bring us the value of Karafuru itself. But really, I mean, looking at Godzilla, I think when I heard Sean Eme, and this is what he said. I really love when bear market, because that's how the diamond hand created. That's how people who believe in project will stay forever until we go into the moon. That's all.
That's a good
Ah,
perspective.
yeah, it's a really good perspective. From my side, what will I change? Really, I don't have anything in my mind right now. Yeah, I don't really have anything in my mind right now of what I would actually change or in any way, because like the way how we are here now with the community and everything has just been really spectacular and beautiful. With all the projects that I've been working on with Artifact, there has never been the way that Karafuru fam is that they're very present. The community is very present in a way, because like the founders, like Grady, Hadrian, Andrew, Jejo. I've never seen like these founders of a project that has been very super hands on, that who wants to go on a voice chat every single day on Discord. So that's something that I really appreciate from their side, because they actually want to talk with the community every single day. Every morning, JJ will go on a like a stand up. It's like a company, truly, because like JJ will always have a stand up like, hey guys, like this is actually before launch. He was like, hey, so we're gonna be working on this and that. We're working on the trades today, and then like the community can have like questions. And then in the evening, you have Grady also talking with the community, just having a chill out hangout every single day, up until today actually. So that is something that I really really appreciate, and something that I learned from them. And if I could change it, definitely I want to be more like them in the coming future. Be very super hands on and be very very super present, I guess. And that's kind of like something that we all NFT project owners or like future owners have to learn, is that you have to be present, because it's collectible in the it's collectible in Web3, where we don't have any barrier. So like maybe you were talking about asset, if you want to buy a stock, you always have to have like a third party, but here you can like buy a collectible, and then of course you want to be involved, you want to communicate with the owner of the founder without any border, also without any third party, so you can talk to them anytime, and without just talk about anything too, which is amazing about it. They're very embracing about the Web3 space.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, I love the answers, especially going back to what Jajao said. Like, if I was founding a project in a bear market, I'd be scared as shit, right? So the conviction, like your wish to do it and to build in that kind of market, it speaks a lot of volumes. So that's an awesome answer. And same to you, Brandon. Thanks for having me up here, guys.
Thank you so much, Dean. I love you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Wow, Dean, they say it back. I love it. That's something to add to the resume there.
Yeah,
I'm
he's an
definitely going to throw
EQZO.
a Ikuzo. What is that?
He's an
No, that's
EQZO.
Azuki. Yeah, it's Azuki's Akuzi Azuki
Azuki
type model
slogan.
for
Yeah.
Ikuzo.
I love
EQZO.
that. That's awesome. Um, let's see. I want to bring up some more people from the audience to ask some burning questions for Karafuru. We're repping MDHQ today, so definitely want to make sure we're asking some hard hitting questions. If you're in the audience and you're listening right
Yes,
now,
please.
please ask away. I know Jijiao and Brandon are more than happy to answer anything here. Looks like we got Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
And feel free to ask something in the meantime, Ono, while we got Spectre loading up here.
Oh, is he ready? Spectre?
Yeah. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Metaverse. Hello.
Yes.
Hey. Okay, I wanted to ask, when you guys are going to make a decision about anything about the Karafuru, How hard is it, and how do you choose your decisions?
Okay. This is fun. This is what I'm being saying to you. Karafuru is not a personal project. It's not my own project. It's not Brandon project. It's not Grady project or other people project. It's all about company. So, for example, right now it's owned by USS, which is 51% owned by USS, where they decide what's the IP is. We do have the long timeline, the long project that hey, we need to done this, done that, pretty much into the roadmap. So what is our guidance is the roadmap. So when we do have a little decision like, hey, we need to do this, to do that, we usually come out to the table and have a vote between the founders. And then after that, if we still having a hard decision, we bring it to the community and then we ask them and we tell them to vote whatever, and after that we usually have a conclusion. But if we still in the deadlock, we usually have one person, which is our CEO. He's not in the space, but he's gonna make the decision based on the financial requirement. I hope that answer.
Thank you. Love it, love it. Shout out to my Spanish community and to Toro.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Toro! Spanish Fish Gang!
Yeah, let's go.
You guys are
So,
gonna.
yeah, I
Uh,
hope you understand it. So, there's a layer. So, pretty much, we talk about the founders, and if there's a deadlock, we give it to community to vote, and then after that, we give it to the financial, our CEO to decide it which one that we should take, and all of it is required decision from the higher ups to make the company go faster and bigger.
Hey, I have a question for Gijao, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
Exactly.
so my name's Andrew, and I'm based in London. So it's quite nice to see someone from the UK on this chat. Thanks you for all of the really good information. I just have a question. I'm actually an artist based in the UK, and I was lucky enough to be part of the Wallface thing that, which is how I met the team at Museum of Toys. But I just wanted to kind of from an artist point of view, you were struggling to choose your bases, which is why you ended up with 12 amazing ones. But my question is, how did you then go about choosing the traits where there would have been so many more ideas? What were you looking for?
Okay, so we're talking about the traits in Karafuru, right?
Yeah.
Sure. I think for us, if you know Willie, well, Wede is not have a lot of education about NFT. So for us, we usually bring all the good traits from Board Ape, from CyberCon for something that relevant and give Karafuru, well, it's kind of mixed up. A lot of NFT project that we bring traits from, but most of the time is Board Ape and CyberCon. We kind of like look at it, put inspiration from it because I think Board Apes is represent the best profile picture project ever. Maybe Brandon want to add this one also.
Oh, Brandon's gone.
Brandon, Brandon's gone. All right, I will add it.
No, but
Uh,
seriously, I'm a big fan of Willie's work. He
yeah,
seriously he's got
it's
so many
amazing.
cool ideas, and I love the fact that every picture that he posts, there's always a story behind it, or you can kind of sense. Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, for us, if you having your own project, always remember to do QC, which is quality check, in every pieces of your project.
Amazing.
Because
Thank you.
I mean, when we create 5,555, we spend like 5 days checking one by one to make sure there is no mistake at all. Because, oh my God, I don't know how much time we're gonna spend to check 15,555 the Hypebeast and Atmos collaboration, but I think it's gonna take us 3 weeks, I guess, because we are so detailed. We don't want any miscalculation of the art. We don't want to have a miscalculation on, you know, wrong glasses, a wrong side of teeth, or some broken vision. It's pretty much it must be set in all 5555. And for us, I think that's the most important because you're gonna deliver it to your buyer or to your community and make sure everything is looks so good. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer.
Sorry, I
Good
was
luck.
just, but I can add a thing or two about Wede Willie. He's
Oh, sure.
amazing
Thank you.
artist. So he is like one of the I think like the most special artists that actually can, sometimes put set aside his ideology on his arts for a strategic movement that is very beneficial for the company itself and also the movement. This is why it's very important for all of us to be in one head, because like if you have like one person just like trying to like be fiery about everything, it's going to be very difficult. But thankfully in Karafuru everyone can just get into one head. And so like sometimes he will say like this is something that I really want to have, but I know this is not a strategic movement or it can be very risky, and he could put that side aside, which is very important and how we created this project. And also he's actually very very super fast, Nozomi. So like sometimes like these strategic movements, like hey, we have like an honorary coming up tomorrow, or we have like high bees blah 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 tomorrow, and then can you get this piece done by tomorrow morning? He's like, yeah, I can do it. So it's not only the things that actually excite, or the things that is actually true from his heart, but sometimes it's for the best of Karafuru. He can actually work on it with all his heart, even though sometimes it's not something he wants to do, but he can always put his heart into it, which is like amazing because he makes everything becomes colorful, and all his bases and all his honorary pieces and all the key visuals that he created for Karafuru is always made out of love and colorful and with color. Sorry. So that's kind of like why we really appreciate it and why we really think Wede Willie is one hell of an artist in this space. Nobody's like him. He's amazing. So love for Wede Willie.
That's amazing. He is. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes, I want to tell you something, Jeju. Thanks a lot to
Yes.
bring me up, and I'm amazed to hear things coming from you, the vision, the passion, and the effort that you make in this project, and the vision of to make this Karafuru to a legacy. It's amazing, and we are amazed. And it's an invite. Join us in the VC Spanish Karafuru.
Thank you, Dabsy. Yeah, we will. I mean, we're still finishing up the carnival. After the carnival done, I think. Okay, this is another link. So pretty much we are really open up just a little bit for the whitelist for the 3D right now, because we want to focus on one thing, which is Carnival, and I think we already success a lot. But that doesn't mean we can leave it until its end. So we still gonna do it a lot of improvisation about the Carnival until this 3 April 2022. I mean, every day tons of people came and buying all the merch. Even hodler, I mean, if you hodler, they will get like 3 4 items. Oh my god, it's kind of like rampage in Carnival right now. Every day. I just say every day. I mean, every day the stock is sold out every time. And when we open up the store for non-hodler, that's worse, man. I mean, people like, oh my god, we need to have it, because we always prioritize hodler than the non-hodler. And this is the system that we want to improve later on when we want to open in Japan or New York, so to make it like more civilized, queuing stuff like that. And after that, after the carnival done, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a full marketing campaign about our 3D, which is the collaboration between Hypebeast and Atmos.
Whoa! Thanks for that leaks, master. You are amazing. That vibe you get, it's amazing, bro. Thanks a lot.
No problem. I love you.
Love you, bro. Love you. Love you.
Dude, I love
JJ, you're 2 for 2. They both said it back.
Jojo.
Yeah. What? What's happening, you, Brandon?
Nothing. Man, there's so much love here. It's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I know, I think VHQ gonna have a lot of whitelists from our 3D also, right? We already been speaking.
Yeah, could you tell us a little bit about that, JJ? With the new collection that's coming out for the 3D collection, I assume that Genesis Karafuru holders will get at least one whitelist spot. Is that a fair assumption of mine to make?
No, they don't get it.
No,
No, they
they really
get
don't.
it free claim.
Oh, okay. So they get a free claim. Amazing. They get a free claim to the
It's not
3D.
even whitelist. So
That's awesome.
one Karafuru Genesis equal one free claim of our 3D.
This is
That's
like
how
alpha on alpha. This is
we appreciated
yeah.
our hodler. We ca- I mean it's kind of unfair for us because our Genesis is the early believer, and we don't appreciate it. I mean we can ask it like, hey, you can mint it again, we can give you whitelist. But me and Brendan and all the rest of the team decided that I think we should give them free because they already been in here, they already been helping the community grows, and this is the time that we're gonna give the hodler free claim for it.
That's awesome. And following up on that, is it going to be a one-to-one with the Genesis collection to the 3Ds? I mean, obviously there's, 3 times the supply for the 15K collection 3D coming out. If in the original collection, if you have an Agao and you go to mint the 3D, it's not like you're going to get the same exact Karafuru just in the 3D form, right? You're going to be getting a brand new part of your new collection.
It's gonna be a whole new collection. It's not even one on one with your Genesis. It's gonna be looks different. I mean, we're gonna have Atmos DNA and Hypebeast traits. So yeah, uh, um, oh my god, you all, yeah, you already see the teaser. Like, I mean, it's a full body, but we can crop it into your profile picture style. So yeah, I think we can upload it the teaser in here. Can
Yeah,
you?
that was.
Yes, yes.
No, not the. It's still silhouette version, which is black and white.
I'm really excited. Yeah, and I saw in the Discord about the photo cropping for profiles. That's really exciting. It's still going to be the same 12 base characters with the new traits, or are we going to maybe see some brand new faces and story
It's
arcs as
actually a
well?
brand new faces.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is some serious
It's
alpha
female
JJ.
and male, a brand new race. That's all.
Oh man, I don't even know how to react. Like I wasn't expecting just so much alpha here. We've had a lot of Twitter spaces, but I really appreciate it, JJ. This is really exciting. So brand new collection.
He's on his
Yes.
carnival high, letting the leaks out.
I'm pretty sure Grady is not here, but that's all.
Yeah, Jojo, but you see the top left? There's actually an icon saying recorded.
Oh, it's okay. Grady not gonna listen this one yet. Yet.
Yep.
All right.
Anything else,
Oda?
guys?
Oh no, go ahead. We keep playing off speaker tag.
Just a thank you to everyone, MVHQ and you guys are doing this talk. It's no, seriously interesting. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in London time, so I went to
Thank you.
sleep for about 2 hours, and I had to jump in. Thank you.
Thank you. You should get your sleep now, man.
I'm gonna stay to the end. I'll put it on mute.
Right.
Brandon, what else we can drop it the alpha? I think
What do you mean about
15,555.
dropping everything?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think we already conclude the Hypebeast and Atmos collaboration, and
Hmm.
the most fun thing is we design. So here, check it out. We have a group with the Atmos team where they design. I mean, their real life job is designing merch, right? They're making jacket, they're making clothes, and right now they're making us and put it on the 3D on our character. So this character will have design clothes, accessories, and everything from top to bottom is designed by Atmos team, and and it's just wonderful that later on we're gonna have the real merchandise also from Karafuru, Hypebeast, and Atmos, and it's kind of matching that we create on the 3D and creating in the real life.
That's super exciting. JJ, I
Yep.
was thinking about it.
Amazing. This is amazing.
Yes,
I have
Ross. What else?
I have another question for you. Feel free to
Please.
say no. For the new collection that's coming out, well, let me take a step back, right? I think something that was super, super interesting and captivating about the first collection was the legendaries. I think you guys are one of the first collections where I've seen you really put so much effort into the one of ones. And I mean, really just incredible stuff. Not only are they animated to set them apart, but two, there's so many pop culture references and influences in the legendaries that were super fun to see. And I remember on release day just looking through all of them. I think probably the Groudon or the Charizard X were my favorite references for the legendary collection. I think you might know where I'm going with this, but you have a new 3D collection where you just blew my mind telling us that they're going to be new characters. Are we going to see new legendaries, and can we expect them to be, similar in just borrowing from pop culture? Like, are we going to have our minds blown when we see these and see the actual reveals?
Okay. So you need to see the difference between Karafuru Genesis and Karafuru 3D. So this 3D is actually a different IP than Karafuru Genesis. It's called Karafuru, Hypebeast, and Atmos. Is belong in one IP. The universe itself is more into the fashion and lifestyle. That's why we pick them. So the pop up reference might be not, because it's all about skater style, street style. Oh my god, I wish I can link the picture, but I can't. So it's more looks like avatar about yourself. It's all when you go out and in real life, and you want to pick like Nike hoodie or whatever, and you want to represent yourself in avatar. I think Karafuru Hybis Atmos is one of the nicest thing that you can represent on your metaverse. Pretty much like that.
Wow, no, I really appreciate it, JJ. That definitely made it clearer in my mind, but very excited, honestly. Like I've seen some of the previews on the Discord, and it's really exciting to say the least. And I think that everyone else in here would agree.
Yes.
Uh, do we have any closing remarks from the audience? Anyone else have a burning question for Karafuru? Any fuss that
Maybe
they want to
Daglan,
express?
you can ask Daglan. I mean, he's my best friend in here. Also, one of the biggest media also in Indonesia. Might want to bring up him, and I don't know. Let's see what his in on his mind.
Sure. Poop, would you mind helping me bring Daglin up? He's got the let's see, Cyberkong right there, the purple Cyberkong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
just sent him an invite.
Thank you.